Hello, and welcome back to more DML. So, I had a ton of event currency saved up, so I just went ahead and, tried to open some chests, progressed in level 2 of the event, and, the fights were super easy still because they let you use a ton of different elements and stuff like that, but heading over to the left-hand side on level 2 is cheaper than taking the immediate right-hand route, because you don't have to spend the scarabs on the right hand side if you go to the left first, and it was a lot cheaper overall. So, the DML wiki does have the images for all of the levels, I believe now, so you can sort of work out the cheapest routes like that, but I do like sort of working it out myself at the same time as well. But I'm hoping that this trend of, being able to use a ton of elements continues on through the event, through this chapter of the event, through chapter 3 as well, because, being able to actually finish these castle events quite easily is obviously going to help us out quite a lot, especially the people that are eager to get the Ra dragon, or, the Hathor dragon, of course, which is probably going to be most people's ultimate goal, but obviously he's going to be still pretty hard to get. So here we are, having returned with even more event currency, and here we go. Let's open this chest, and oh my god, we actually got the key? That was in like chest number 3. Sweet. With the old castle event, that would have actually been super good. So let's just keep moving forward. See, the Anubis dragon sniffed out another key. And then we get 25 gems for completing level 2, which is definitely better than nothing. I love gem rewards. So I wonder why the Divine Dragons aren't fighting back against Heinrich and the other Vikings. Apparently, the dragons here are all about order. When Heinrich started messing with time, it threw them for a loop. Oh, I guess that makes sense. And we do get this mini level here on level 3. So if you manage to finish level 2, you can pretty much finish level 3 straight away without really having to worry about it. I do like these mini levels that they get in between because, it's like you go outside for a little bit and then you sort of zigzag back in, and it's like its own separate level. I like them a little bit. And oh, there we go. The element restrictions are really, really going down in this fight, but luckily for us, we do have fire. So I'm a happy chappy about that. So there we go. We'll get this chest as well. We get another key. We can move on to level 4. So if we put things back in order for the Divine Dragons, they should kick Heinrich back to his own time, right? Perhaps. This Anubis dragon seems to be the only one not affected. We'll have to trust it. And then we get a purple chest. So, these are really good if you want to potentially get more legendary, I guess, materials, but I guess we weren't so lucky this time. It's just getting darker and darker. I don't think there's any natural light down here. Don't tell me you're scared, Eliza. Sure, it's dark, but wouldn't you rather stay single than turn back now? I love how all of this is just because she doesn't want to date the guy. It's fantastic. We're going on this journey through these like mystical Egyptian lands just because she really doesn't want to date that random guy. That's actually fantastic. And we get the black hole dragon as a boss dragon here. Aha! No wonder it's so dark. A black hole dragon is living here and sucking up all the light. And it doesn't look too happy to see us. Well, that's too bad for him because rest in peace. The Divine Dragons all these other dragons are protecting must be pretty important. I don't care. We've got a loser to catch. Let's go. I mean, I do feel bad with these boss dragons where it's like, whoa, it's meant to be a super hard fight and then they just get insta-killed. It's pretty depressing. And we could go to the left-hand side here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to head towards the center of the map here instead. So if you go to the right-hand side, there's a couple of fights that you can do and it really opens up all of the pathways here. So rather than going for the instant chest, I'm going to head towards the center. And again, I think that we can do all the fights here, so it's not really going to be any different depending on where we go. But Just doing it this way means that we can instantly then choose exactly where we want to go. Because we have these two fights up here as well. I might as well just do them to get them out of the way, to be honest. Because, I mean, they take half a second to complete. It's not like these fights are tough by any stretch. And again, that was a really restricted fight for the elements here, but our dragons are still allowed to compete. So far our team has been pretty good in this castle event, but obviously we're not on the final levels quite yet. So, gosh knows what the requirements are for that. Again, I'm sure it tells you on the wiki, but I want to have a more natural experience, as if we were like a new player coming into this, you know, just working it out as we go. So, this is as far as we can go for now, but we will be probably heading to this middle chest, and then probably to the bottom right, if anything. But we made some really good progress in the event for now. And one other thing I did want to mention, because, you know, a lot of people are saying, Quacks, did you know about this? Well, you know how in most castle events we have some secret thing that we have to find or collect? Well, in this castle event, there are these secret hieroglyphs, and you can see it shining vaguely just there. And if you click this enough times, this thing will go over to your Anubis dragon and actually follow him around the place. And on top of this, I believe that this, like, clicking all of the hieroglyphs on every level is related to a badge that we can get. So you do want to be finding all of the hieroglyphs in every level. So I do plan on going through and showing you where every single one of these hieroglyphs are, but, you know, because we haven't gotten through all the levels, I can't show them all yet. But just be aware that there are special ones just hidden around on the map. So go and see if you can try and find it and let me know where you found them. Oh, speaking of which, what's that? Oh, look! It's another one! And while you are participating in the Divine events, make sure you're checking out the limited time events section, because I only realized, like, this morning that I hadn't actually pressed participate on the Farming Fanatic event. Because obviously, if you participate in this, depending on how far you get scarabs as a reward. And I guess you could also have the chance to get the mutant dragon as well. I mean, I already have him, so I don't care that much. But make sure you keep checking those frequently, because if you can get extra event currency, obviously, that's going to help you out quite a lot. And, you know, it's not too hard for me to hit, you know, 1.2 million food gathered or anything like that. But for other people, it might be a lot harder. So make sure you are always paying attention to new events that are coming up, because during these divine events, there will be a ton of little mini events and that coming up. So, you know, just be on the lookout for stuff. Make sure you're not missing out on anything. Same with the bundles and all that, because, you know, we are due to get a pep in his bundle soon. I don't know how much he's gonna be. He'll probably be around like 20-30 pounds-ish. Whatever the Medusa dragon was roughly last time. So if you do actually want to buy some of these special bundles, or a dragon in particular, obviously the bundles aren't gonna last forever. So just like the event itself, just make sure you're logging in when you have to get those done. Well, the event is different because you have to be logging in every 6 hours consistently, all the time. But, you know, I guess that depends on whether you're actually bothering in the Divine event or not. Because I am currently doing progress on my Windows account and on my mobile, because I am still unsure if, you know, I'm not going to be home for a few days, as per usual. So I actually don't know if I'm going to be able to finish off the Divine event on my PC, or at least some of the chapters for it. So I have to do both of my accounts for the sake of, you know, attempting to do the event. So it's very tiresome. Like, dealing with one account is, like, painful enough. Dealing with two, oof, that's another thing altogether. But, you know, I've done this to myself. I have decreed that I will at least attempt to do it for now. And I hope that the Divine divine chest sections are better than I anticipate that they will be. And what the heck am I doing? I wasn't checking that section. What? We have to do clan quests. Icky! Ugh. Oh, whatever. We'll go and do dungeon fights. We don't do dungeon stuff all that often anyway. So we got Sadie in front, level 77s to take on. Meh, that's like nothing. Look at that. One-shot everything. That's pretty much my life now. If I don't one-shot enemies, I'm like, what has gone on? What is happening? It's genuinely weird having to use more than one attack to completely demolish my enemies at this point. And I don't know, is that a good thing? Is that concerning? I think that's slightly concerning. But, you know, if we did train up Saini, we wouldn't even have to attack with our divine guy here, our Hermes dragon. And the commons just get blasted most of the time, except for here, where apparently he didn't die. But man, I mean, Seth coming out in Chapter 2 obviously is going to replace Andy. Ra coming out in general is going to replace Saini. Our team has been destroyed. It has been utterly demolished, basically, in terms of its usefulness. But will we stick by it? Maybe we will. Maybe we will stick by our team for the sake of our own sanity. Because at this point, again, unless we know what's actually coming in future, it's like, do I actually want to invest all that amount of trinkets and enchantment materials into, like, new divines and stuff? Do I really want to do that? I'm still undecided on whether I'm even going to bother getting those new divines, to be completely honest with you. So, yes, I am still yet undecided. Maybe you can convince me to do one thing or the other. Because, I mean, I have grown attached to our current team, you know, leveling them up to level 80 is a lot of effort. At the same time, you know, we have our Archangel Dragon, which is level 62 now. So the question is, do we level him up for the sake of his elements, or do we just save it all for one of the new divines? I don't know. It's a tough choice to make. Very tough. And I still have no idea what I'm going to decide on, but hey-ho, Spaghetti-o, I guess that is the way of the game. For now, we will just continue on doing our event progress, getting our clan quest done. Because I always forget to do my clan quests, but just like you should, you know, if you get clan points, that means that you can use your clan dragon more often, like its clan power. Also means that you can open packs a lot more often so that you can get pieces for the legendary clan dragons and stuff. So there's a lot that actually getting clan points does for you. So I don't know why I'm so lazy about it, to be honest, because, you know, I do want that verdant dragon. I do want him eventually, and how long have I been trying to get him for now? Far too long. Far too long is the answer. It's like, can you just get up and do it already, Quacks? Seriously? Are you actually doing this to be annoying to yourself? That's what it feels like. Genuinely. I mean, there's people that have had the verdant dragon for, like, years now. And I'm like, Jesus, where do you get all the pieces from? Every time I try and get pieces for the verdant, I get, like, everything but the verdant dragon. Is it something that I'm doing wrong? Does the game just want to be spiteful to me? It's like with the Ace Dragon. You know how his pieces were available in Otto's Lotto? After doing the, after watching the videos, like, for 6 days or 5 days worth, I still didn't unlock the guy. And that was for no other reason but my RNG sucking. So what am I supposed to do? The Ace Dragon avoided me when he was the weekly, and then he's avoiding me when he's available in Otto's Lotto. There's some red scarabs, by the way. So what am I supposed to do? I feel like I'm being targeted at this point. It's like the game's just going, hee hee hee, let's annoy you. Get wrecked, Sonny Jim. That's what it feels like. I know that it's not true, but that's just the way that I'm feeling, alright? Just the way that it is. And now we got like 453, so whatever, we'll go one more slot ahead. And even though, again, the tiles to the top here are more expensive, it's much cheaper just going to this chest than it is going all the way down here, taking on the fights, getting the chest, blah blah blah. So, yeah, we'll just go to the center chest first, probably head down the bottom right, then probably head top left. But, oh, there's so many different pathways in this event. So confusing. So very confusing, indeed. But I think that will do us for now. So if you are really, really intrigued about, or you really want to know what the required elements are and the pathways in the event, obviously you can go and check it out on the DML wiki. I will be showing that off next video as well, just, you know, actually going through it together. But for now, best of luck with the event. Make sure you're logging in all the time and getting all your questies done. But until next time, I will see you then.